Greetings everyone, it's me again, Ashra from Bloodmoon Pictures, and welcome back to some World of Warcraft side story that has been going on behind the scenes. Well, not really behind the scenes, but like, has came out with a Dark Heart patch. So, I'm back on Klenatu this time, because I was able to do the whole, I can run around as Klenatu Grimstone with this actual tabard, and it just feels so good. I'm debating of playing Klenatu instead of Grubon, but oh well, we'll see how things go. But for now, I want to do the questline that's here. Okay. Nothing new.
How may I aid you?
Klenatu, welcome to Belameth. I wonder, do you have time for a small favor? Earlier today, a young Kaldorite named Callistra came to see me. She sought permission to bury her family in a burrowed den. An uncommon request. But I gave her my blessing and directed her to the Barrows of Reverie. She looked melancholy. Melancholic? Do you mean melancholic? After she left, it struck me that she might be the last of her family still alive. If you have the time, could you check on her? General of the Sentinel Army. In Toronto. She is not the Moon Priest subtitle anymore.
Much remains to be done.
Nature stands with you.
Thank you, Klenatu. No one should be left alone during times of grief. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Anyway. Okay. Let's see what's over here. Well, I know what's over there. It's a grieving family member. I shouldn't be so happy about it. Yo, two big tree boys. A fluorescent bristle ruin. Ah. I'm sitting there like that. That's so cute. A fluorescent dream saber. I don't know if I can do this by myself.
Hello.
Callistra. So... Oh. I was really confused why you weren't moving, but you're literally just not moving. You have a custom sitting animation, but no breathing animation. Like, no, to accompany it. You're just stuck in place. That's kind of awkward. But damn. Okay, I think you're a new character completely. Callistra is so preoccupied with her own thoughts, it takes her a few moments to notice you. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Do you have a moment?
A Shah fell out.
I have carried this weight long enough. It has finally come time to put my family to rest, even if I never found my sister. Callistra wipes away tears and takes a deep breath. I must gather barrow stones to place at their final resting place, but I simply cannot carry that many stones. Oh. Maybe I asked too much of a stranger, but would you assist me? I know having someone beside me will make this more endurable.
Be careful.
Wouldn't that be kind of like, isn't it interesting that there's still people out there that are like, who the ever living F are you? I've never seen you in my entire life, even though you saved the world a couple times. What the flop? That is some awesome transmog. The fuck is that helmet?
Good luck, friend.
Gestures of the Autumn. Yo. It is Druid specific though. which is a downside.
I am listening.
I've never been inside a borrowed den before. My sister told me that druids do not just sleep on and congregate in dens. They may also be laid to rest there. This honor is also extended to the druid's immediate family. I didn't know that. My sister loved the idea. I hope I can give her and my family the rest that they deserve. I'm ready when you are. Ready?
Farewell.
My family had gathered that day to celebrate my elder sister. She had just completed her training. We lived in the village of Dolanar, high in the branches of Teldrassil. We had heard war might be coming, but we never thought Druid of the Cloud was coming with us. So it's a victim of Teldrassil then. We were told we had to evacuate. There was so much chaos, so much fire. Even now, what I remember most was the smell. The path to us was cut off by the blaze. My sister instead led us east to the edge of the crown of Teldrassil. She had a plan. She wanted us to jump from the tree. She would use her powers of the wind to keep us aloft and glide down to the shore below. But something went wrong. As we drifted along, she was struck by a burning branch, ignited her clothing and engulfed her in flames. Ow. No. That's terrible. She lost control of her magic. We all plummeted into the sea below. I was badly hurt in the fall, but I managed to survive. The rest of my family was not so lucky. And Kinatu being there personally, trying to save as many as he could with his dragon form and everything. Buried in water, Ashen Druid? Ashen Stillbrook. Over time, I eventually recovered the remains of my parents and brother. I never found my sister. Her grave is likely at the bottom of the Veiled Sea. Sometimes I wonder if my sister might have survived the jump of Teldrassil. If anyone could survive that fall, it would be Coralith. Coralith was your sister? She was my primalist and a traitor. She deserved her fate. That can't be true. If you don't believe me, go speak with the other primalist traitors at the Twilight Watchtower. They will tell you the truth. What? Wasn't Coralith the... who we fought here? That makes it really awkward, because we're kind of the guys that killed your sister. That Coralith was a primalist. Circular was a primalist and she fell in battle. Say that Coralith was a primalist and you killed her in battle? Say you don't know anything. No, Kestra looks distraught and her hands are shaking. Is what he said true? Do you know anything about Coralith? Oh no! No! That sucks so much. I'm gonna go full truth. There was a primalist and we killed her in battle.
May the stars
What?
guide you.
It was you. You killed her?
Ishnu Dal Diel.
So takes a deep breath and tries to calm himself. Kurleth, what have you done? Why? I must find out why.
Good luck, friend.
I must speak with the primalists. I don't understand why she would turn her back on us. Kurleth saved my life at Teldrassil. I owe it to her to find out the truth. I realize this must be awkward. Will you help me? I can no longer bear this alone.
Farewell.
The truth said the other primalists are at the Twilight Watchtower. I will see you there. Yo. Holy Now that deserves an F-bomb. Holy fuck. That, oh, I love this quest already for just being this already. Even if it would have been just like, sure, her running off and maybe becoming a bad guy. Just in order to, we haven't, do we have a bad guy that is literally just versus us, who just wants to spite us? Please don't tell me this develops this way, but also it would be kind of cool. Would be really cool. To have a bad guy that is like, we did something to them and they hate us because of it, and they don't care about any grandeur or cause. All they want is to take revenge on us. Very well, you have my permission to speak with them. Arthur and nightelf. So the primalists are... Oh, these are not the primalists, though. Those are like the Dark Rangers, the Dead Rangers, Sparing and Death Knights. That is very interesting. Oh, there they are. Girl, what you doing? Oh, using your powers to create rain. You know, that is fine. Katori Lightning Stride. Shimmer Song. Shawarina Shimmer. Okay, so we have primalists over here. I really am looking forward to seeing their point of view and stuff. I've been charged with watching over these former primalists as they repent for their crimes. Ask what has become of the primalists after the war. The primalists suffered heavy losses during Razagath's initial campaign and even more casualties during Farak's assault on Amidrosil. Vermoth's defection was another major blow to their numbers, causing many primalists to switch sides. Those who remained were either captured as prisoners of war or scattered to the winds after Farak's defeat. She paused for contemplation. The primalists are defeated, but not destroyed. They will go into hiding once again and bide their time until called upon. And do not forget, there's still one incarnate out there to call upon them.
What brings you here?
Thank you for coming.
Asha Fela.
Warden Malathra has granted us permission to speak with the primalists. They might have switched sides, but the wardens are keeping a close eye on them. Begins to look distressed. I'm going to talk to the warden more. Could you handle primalists? All of this about Korleth is just happening so suddenly. I feel like we should gather as much information as we can.
Be careful.
The Primus can be found scattered about, tending to the floor with their storm powers. That is a very... Yo! You! Iriria Galesinger. How can I help you? Tell what you know about Korleth. Korleth was one of the most powerful storm shaman amongst the primalists. She leveraged her training as a druid of the talent to master the elements more quickly and more fully than others. It was also why she was chosen to lead the initial assault on the Emerald Dream. As a former druid, she knew more about the dream and its weaknesses than anyone else. I mean, that is just... okay, fair. Good to know. Yes, dwarf. What is it? Korleth was terrifying. The burning of Teldrassil scarred her face and scorched her hair off. I heard she lost her entire family there. She was singularly consumed with anything that would bring an end to the Horde. She let nothing get in her way. I kind of love that we, we just fought her as a thing. We don't find anything out about her because she's basically on her own and everything. But, after the fact we learn her story, but it seems like it was already written. Because the scar was prominent. She had like the Teldrassil scar. The Teldrassil scar on her face. Which was very like, oh man, I love it because it really much feels like they're hinting at it. It is there, but we weren't told. Because we weren't supposed to know in this order. We're supposed to find out later as a like, damn. You know, we feel kind of bad for killing her, kind of deal. Anyway, I'm just trying to repair the damage my actions have caused. What do you want? I don't know much about her. I steered clear of Korleth as much as possible. She hated the Horde and was exceptionally hard on any Horde races within the Primist ranks. I heard she joined the Primalists after the Alliance signed the armistice. Oh, so they did just exist already. Huh. She had sworn vengeance on the Horde for Teldrassil, and if the Alliance would not destroy the Horde, then she would find someone else who would, no matter the cost. I mean, that's like understandable story development, character development there. And at some point she just got so consumed that she didn't care. If I had only known earlier what Firak was planning. Tell me about what you... Robert. I switched sides after I learned our true target in the dream was a new world tree. I don't know for sure if Korleth knew the truth, but I believe it was kept from her. I can't imagine she would willingly be part of an assault on Yggdrasil. If she had survived, she might even be standing with us here today. Yeah. I mean, we've been away from Azeroth for a year-ish in Dead Zone. Lore Dead Zone. And then, like, the time skip happened, and we're here, so...
I am listening.
But were you able to find out? She listens. I can understand why my sister would not want nothing more than the Horde destroyed, and I and many others felt the same way for a time. Korleth always had a single-minded focus in getting what she wanted. But I also believe that had she known about Yggdrasil, she would have defected immediately.
May the stars guide you.
After speaking with the Warden, I learned the Battle of the Barrier where my sister fell took place east of here, on the shores of Onaran Plains. I understand her body was washed out to sea and never recovered. It's possible the tide brought her remains back to shore at some point. Will you help me look for her? Each member of my family has a necklace with this distinct design. It will identify Cora's body. I would like to lay her to rest with the family she loved.
A Shah fell out.
Are we gonna find a skeleton? We can cover more ground if we split up. If you find her, signal me. Please, like, build up more characters like this. Like, let her be relevant for quests later on. Like, sure, new characters appearing because new zones and all that, but like, build up characters that we met. Like, from the tutorial zone. I mean, sure, I guess you can't build up all the characters. Oh, hi, there's a bunch of Slytherins here. I guess I understand fully if, like, some, like, don't fit and others would fit better. But, like, you know. Unidentified remains. Yeah, those are bones. I mean, makes sense. We fought her, like, a year ago. This is an orc, however. These bones have been bleached by the sun for some time. Oh, geez, these bones clearly belong to a troll, not a night elf. Oh yeah, I didn't saw the toes. That is very distinct. Stormbond vestige. At least we found another remain. Another part of remains. This is a dwarf? No, that's a Volpera. That's clearly a Volpera. These remains bear the tattered clothing of a primalist. The deceased was much shorter in stature than a night elf, likely a Volpera, goblin or gnome. No, it was a Volpera. Do you see the snoot? The snoot very much identifies it to be a Volpera. Man, I miss archaeology. Oh, buddy. I love her environmental storytelling and all that. Like that. Yeah, this is the death pose of a night elf, alright. There are a few identifying marks left on the bones, but something glinting catches your eye. All good things 3. Rule of 3. You find a necklace half buried in the sand. It has the same distinct markings as Calethra's necklace. Oi! Did you find her? Yeah, lass. Should be our necklace.
Hello.
You find Cora's necklace designed as a commercial process. Is this the necklace you found?
May the stars guide you.
Coraleth. Kessa looks at the remains and weeps softly.
Farewell.
All that is left to do is to gather my sister's remains and bring them to the Barrow Den. Please meet me there. I could use a friend.
Be careful.
Sister, you'll be reunited with our family soon. Man, this is more quests like this. I mean, I guess all like, oh man, Dragonflight has been just treat after treat after treat. I can't get a. I really don't want Dragonflight to end. I want an entire new patch cycle. Just postpone everything else. You will not desecrate this den with the traitor's filth. Let's keep calm now.
I am listening.
Silbrook?
Peace be with you.
Prince and the traitor to her here at Emildersa would spin the face of all those who lost their lives defending against her madness. We all felt the pain of Teldrassil and still bear the scars today on our hearts. That does not excuse Corleth's actions or her betrayal. She made her choices and she must accept the consequences. Yeah, but she did deal with the consequences. I was the consequence. I was the consequence here. And I say, as the one who had to fight her and deal with her, shut your trap and let her rest. No one was there to mend her pain. Let her spirit mend the pain. Or do you want to let restless spirit to be raised against us someday? Anyway, Klesra is on the verge of tears. They refuse to let me in. After all we have done, they deny my sister peace.
Good luck, friend.
Stormborn seeds. This church is trying to convince Malfurion not to let me bury my sister here with the rest of my family. He won't even let me get a word in. Klesra tightly clutches the traps of her backpack holding her sister's remains. I know I have asked a lot of you already. Could you talk to them? Perhaps they might listen to you.
Asha fell out.
I must protect the wild.
This is a difficult situation. I did not realize that Karos' sister was Coroleth, a known primalist and traitor. Coroleth was an enemy, and yet there is evidence to suggest she might have switched sides later in the war, as many others did. But does that possibly exonerate her sins? Tried to persuade Malfurion that Coroleth should be allowed to rest within the Baroden. Tried to persuade Malfurion that Coroleth was a traitor and does not deserve to rest in the here. Don't try to persuade Malfurion either way and let him make his own decision. I mean, he's the biggest, oldest druid of the Night Elves ever. He will make a good decision, but Klanato would be like, listen! Y'all wanted for her to meet the consequences of her actions. We were the consequences of her actions. I fought her toe to toe. She fought for what she believed in. It might have been a delusion, but there was honor in her heart. There was conviction. Misguided. True. But we better let a scarred druid remains rest in peace, then turn our back on her yet again. Try to persuade and yeah. This will determine where Corleth's remains are laid to rest. Are you sure you wish to select this option? Yes.
May the winds be at your back.
Kalestra, your sister Corleth fought for the Primus, and her actions caused pain and sorrow for us and our allies. However, she did not escape the consequences of those actions. She paid for them with her life. Corleth could not find peace in life, but perhaps under the boughs of New World Tree she may find some eternal rest. Kalestra, you may bury your sister with the rest of your family. Thank you, both of you. You have given me the peace I thought would never come. My brother died fighting Coroleth. Where is his peace? Where's his justice? Klanato, when you have a moment, please come see me at my family's resting place. Where's his peace? Right there with the others! He fought violently as well and has not been denied his peace. Justice has been served as Koreth was struck down.
Greetings, friend.
There was no easy decision to make, but I believe it was the correct one. Thank you for assisting Kalestra in this matter. Despite the circumstances, let us hope that finding her sister may give her some measure of closure.
May nature guide your path.
So when you have a moment, please come see me at the family's resting place. Okay. I'm coming home. I want to try these out in a second. I wonder what would have happened if we wouldn't have said anything. And that's probably what the canon answer will be.
Elune Adore.
Thank you, Clantu, for all that you have done for me. I do not dispute what Koroleth did or the harm that she caused. But I never knew Koroleth the Primalist. I knew Koroleth the Druid, who dedicated her life to the balance and harmony of nature. I knew Koroleth the Kaldorai, who would have given her life to protect Teldrassil and its people. I knew Koroleth, my sister, who would take me to the docks of Rutharan village as a child to watch the ships sail by, and on the way home buy a basket of tundra berries for me to munch on. That is the Koroleth I remember.
Farewell.
The thing is, that, like, I've seen this Draenei doing the Draenei quest as well, I think. But, like, this is a great quest with a great choice to have had. And I stand by my decision. Like, that is my decision, and it will remain my decision, no matter what. Because, like, she paid for her crimes and was misguided. Like, her hatred was abused against her. Like, we saw how Raszageth, like, used and abused the Primalists. And I'm 100% certain that Iridikron treated them just as much. Farak was a bit over the top for those, like, even compared to those two. But my goodness, that was a great quest, and I loved it. I loved everything of it. But this was the end for the video. I will stop the recording in a second, but for now, I say the outro for the video, which is, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then please leave a like and go down to the description below and explore all the fun links there. But for now, I sincerely love all of you guys, and we'll see each other in the next video in the stream. Cheerio!